Hi students, Namaskaram. Now we are discussing our 10th practical problem in the chapter Process Costing. In a factory, a manufacturing concern passes through two processes, A and B, and then to finished stock. It is ascertained that in each process normally 5% is allowed in process A and 2% in process B, nothing being realized by disposal of wastage. During April 2018, 10,000 units of materials costing rupees 6 per unit were introduced in process A. The other expenses are as follows. We are given the material cost, labor cost, overhead cost of process A and process B. The output was 9,300 units from process A. 9,200 were produced by process B, which was transferred to warehouse. 8,000 units of finished products were sold at rupees 15 per unit. The selling expenses were rupees 2 per unit. Prepare process accounts. This is the problem. Let us start the solution. Draw process A account with the two amount columns, quantity, amount. We are given 10,000 units of materials cost rupees 6 per unit were introduced in process A. It is the input. Quantity 10,000 at rupees 6 per unit. 10,000 into 6. The amount being 60,000. The input material. It is to be debited in the process account. Material 10,000 rupees 60,000. Labor and overhead charges of process A are rupees 10,000 and rupees 6,000. These are to be debited in the process account. Labor, overhead 10,000, 6,000. It is ascertained that in each process, normally 5% is allowed in process A for wastage. It is normal loss in respect of wastage. It is 5% of input. Credit normal loss 10,000 input into 5%. It is 500. As it is waste, there is no scrap value. Only in quantity column. Normal loss 10,000 into 5%, 500. The output was 9,300 units from process A. It is the output of process A to be transferred to process B, credited, process B account 9,300. Then see the total of debit side quantity 10,000 and total of credit side quantity column 500 plus 9,300, 9,800. In the debit side the quantity column total 10,000. In the credit side the quantity column total 9,800. 10,000 debit, 9,800 credit. There is a shortage of 200 in the credit side. It is shortage. It is abnormal loss. See, input 10,000 units less normal loss at 5%, 500. Deduct it, we get normal output. It is 9,500. Expected output or normal output is 9,500. The actual output from process A 9,300. The difference of 200 units being abnormal loss. There is an abnormal loss of 200 units. There is an abnormal loss of 200 units in process A and it is to be credited in the process A account. In the credit side, abnormal loss 200 units in quantity column. Then we have to compute the value of abnormal loss and output. We are entering into workings, two columns, quantity, amount. In the debit side, the total material 10,000 in quantity, total cost 60,000 plus 10,000 plus 6,000, 76,000. Quantity 10,000, amount 76,000. It is the material with all costs 10,000 units, rupees 76,000. Plus normal loss with scrap value. Here there is no scrap value. Less normal loss only in quantity column 500. Now we get normal output 9,500 units. Normal cost 76,000. Actual output being 9,300. The difference 200 units being abnormal loss. Actual output 9,300 and abnormal loss 200. To get the value of actual output and abnormal loss, we have to find out the normal cost per unit. The normal cost per unit is equal to normal cost divided by normal output. Here, normal cost 76,000 divided by normal output 9,500, rupees 8 is the cost per unit. Normal cost per unit of process A is rupees 8. Find the value of actual output 9,300 into 8 being 74,400. Then value of abnormal loss 200 into 8, that is 1,600. The value of actual output transferred to process B and value of abnormal loss are to be credited in the process account. Process B account 9,300, 74,400. Abnormal loss 200, 1,600. Then get the total of process A account 10,000, rupees 76,000. It is the process A account. The output of process A account is transferred to process B account 9,300 units, 74,400. Then draw process B account, debit the output from process A. Process A 9,300 units, 74,400. In the question, there is materials, labor and overhead in process B. Debit all these items. Materials 6,140, labor 6,000, overhead 4,600. There is normal loss. In the question it is given 2% in process B as wastage. The percentage of wastage in process B is 2% of input. There is normal loss, credited 9,300 input into 2%. It is 186. As it is waste, there is no scrap value, only in quantity column. Normal loss 186 units. 9,200 were produced by process B, which was transferred to warehouse. It is the output of process B, 9,200 units. Credited. Finished stock, 9,200. Then compare the quantity columns in debit side and credit side. In debit side, the total of quantity column is 9,300 and in credit side it is 186 plus 9,200, 9,386. In debit side 9,300, in credit side 9,386. There is a shortage of 86 in debit side. Here the credit side is heavier than debit side. In debit side total 9,300. In credit side total 9,386. The excess of credit side 86 units being abnormal gain and it is to be debited. See, input 9,300 units. Less normal loss at 2%, 186. Now we get normal output 9,114. Actual output being 9,200. Actual output is heavier than, larger than normal output. That excess is abnormal gain. The difference of normal output and actual output is abnormal gain, that is 86 units. it is to be debited in the process account. Debit side, abnormal gain 86. Then we have to find the value of output and abnormal gain. Workings to find out the normal cost per unit of process B. In process B account, debit side, the quantity excluding abnormal gain is 9,300 units. Amount 74,400 plus 6,140 plus 6,000 plus 4,600, 91,140. Total of quantity 9,300, that is excluding abnormal gain, and total of debit side amount 91,140. Material with all costs. Less normal loss 186. Now we get normal output 9,140 and normal cost 91,140. Actual output being 9,200 and abnormal gain 86 units. Then find cost per unit. It is normal cost divided by normal output. That is 91,140 divided by 9,114 rupees 10. The cost per unit of process B is rupees 10. Apply this cost per unit in actual output and abnormal gain to find out their values. The value of output 9,200 into 10 rupees 92,000. Value of abnormal gain 86 into 10 860. Debit the abnormal gain in process B account and credit the output in process B account. In credit side, finished stock 9,200 rupees 92,000. In debit side, abnormal gain 86 units rupees 860. Then total both sides of process B account we get 9,386 rupees 92,000. Then prepare finished stock account. From process B, 9,200 units at rupees 92,000 are transferred to finished stock account. It is to be debited 9,200, 92,000. In the question, it is stated that 8,000 units of finished products were sold at rupees 15 per unit. It is the sales 8,000 units at rupees 15. Sales credited 8,000 units into rupees 15, 1,20,000. There is selling expenses of rupees 2 per unit. It is an expense. It is to be debited. Selling expenses 8,000 units. Sales at rupees 2. 8,000 into 2 rupees 16,000 debited. Then in the debit side, the transfer from process B 9,200 units and the sales 8,000 units. Out of 9,200 units, 8,000 units were sold and there is balance closed stock 1,200. This closed stock is valued at cost per unit of process B at rupees 10. 1,200 into 10, 12,000. Out of 9,200, the sales is 8,000 units. There is a difference of 1,200. It is closed stock. It is to be valued at cost per unit of process B at rupees 10. That is 1,200 into 10, 12,000. Balance the finished stock account. We get debit side balance 24,000. It is the profit to be transferred to costing profit account rupees 24,000. It is the finished stock account. So thank you.